Hello everybody, I am Tadashi Mori, and in this video here I will teach you how to make the Origami Darkness Dragon. Okay. This dragon here, I did create this origami last week. I did finish creating this origami last week. This origami here is still in version 1.0, so it still has some parts that I could improve, but it's not really hard to make it. So let's start. To make this origami, I recommend you choose a big and thin paper. This one here, I used a tie-on-reel paper, a 50 centimeters tie-on-reel paper. And I recommend you choose a tie-on-reel or a tissue foil paper, but the problem with the tissue foil is that this middle part here is going to get white. So it's better to use a paper with color on both sides. So in the beginning, I'm going to teach using a small paper to make it easier for you to see the folds. So first fold here both diagonals. Now fold this point and this point up to the middle point. And fold. Now you're going to make a fold from this point here up to this point here. But just find here this point here, that's going to be 1/3 of the diagonal. So let me just show you something like this. So squash only this part here. And this point here is exactly 1/3 of this diagonal. So do the same thing to find here. Okay, so we found 1/3 of both diagonals. So fold here, making this point go up to this point here. At this point up to this point here. Okay, now do the same thing here. Now you're going to fold here, making this line here. Okay, go up to the middle line. Unfold, do the same thing here. Right. Now you're going to divide here each of these lines here in 4. So this part is going to be a little bit boring, but that's it. You have to divide in 4. So, like this. Fold here. the first part in half, and each line you're going to divide in half again. And we divided one part in 4. So do the same thing in all lines. So we have something like this. Now fold, making this line go up to this line. And do the same thing here, make this line go up to this line. Now you're going to count here 6 lines from the middle. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're going to make a fold here from this point to this point, like this. Okay, now we are going to do the following. Fold everything in half, like this. Now fold here along this second line, like this, and do the same thing here, other side. Right, now you're going to fold here. I don't know if you can see, but you have here 1, 2, 3, 4. You have this line here, right? You're going to fold exactly in this point here. Okay, like this. And unfold. So you're going to have another line like this. And if you unfold, you can see you have this line here. Right? Now you have to make this fold again. Okay? You're going to make a reverse fold along this line here. Okay, the model is going to look like this. Right, now just make this fold here again, to make this, and do the same thing here. Okay. This is going to make a small line here. Okay. Now you're going to make a valley fold along this line here. Then fold here the model in half. And fold here. You have this first line. You fold here along this second line. Like this. Okay. And unfold. This is going to make this square here. Right. Now you're going to make a fold from this point to this point here. Okay. And same thing here. And do the same thing here. And here. So just make these folds here, right? Okay, now you're going to make, let's see here. Now fold here along the second line from this line, so 1, 2. This line here, you're going to make a belly fold. And then turn the model over and fold this line up to the middle line. Right, and do the same thing here. So along the second line, make a belly fold, turn the model over, and fold this line up to the middle line. Okay. Now you're going to make here a belly fold in the middle. And make another belly fold along this line here. And do the same thing the other side. Like this. Now this part here is going to be a little bit hard to make. You're going to make a belly fold along this line here and this line here. Okay, so we had the model like this. Unfold here just one layer like this, and you're going to pull here this inner layer, okay, and make this fold here. So the inside is going to look like this. Do the same thing here, here, and here. So okay, so the inside is going to look like this, right? And this part is going to be a little bit hard. You have to pull here just one layer. Now this part here is going to be a little bit hard to make. You're going to make a belly fold along this line here and this line here. Okay, so we had the model like this. Unfold here just one layer like this, and you're going to pull here this inner layer, okay, and make this fold here. So the inside is going to look like this. do the same thing here, here, and here. So okay, so we have something like this, right? You're going to unfold here one side, then you're going to reverse one layer here. So to reverse this, something like this, pull here everything, and then you're going to make a valley fold, a mountain fold along this line and this line. First of all, squashing here the sides of the paper. Okay. So the model is going to look like this. Now you're going to squash in this direction here, making a mountain fold along this and this line. Just like this. Now you're going to reverse here this layer like this. Okay. And fold like this. So do the same thing here. Reverse this layer. Fold like this. Do the same thing here. So again, you're going to reverse this layer here, this inner layer. Then you're going to reverse these layers here, this flap here. And the model will look like this. Now you're going to fold here along this first line. Okay. Then you're going to make a fold here. Okay. So unfold everything now. And you're going to open here. You have two layers here. You're going to fold one layer to this side and this layer to this side here. So you have to press here with a pencil. Okay? And it's going to look like this. Right. Do the same thing to this layer here. So fold like this. Okay, unfold, then spread this layer. And do the same thing here. Sure. This side also do the same thing here and here. Okay, now the model is going to look like this. Okay. Now you're going to make a fold. Okay, you have this line. Make a fold like this. Along this last line here. And reverse this fold. Okay. Now you're going to fold here, open this flap here. Okay. And you're going to make a fold like this side. Okay, it's like the tsuru base, bird base. So that's it. Do the same thing here. Okay. Now repeat here in this side. So the model is going to look like this. Now turn here this flap to the left, fold here, make this line go up to this line here. Unfold. Now make open sync fold. An open sync fold is like this. You have to open and reverse along these lines here. The lines we just made. Okay. You're going to make a mountain fold along all these lines. It's going to be like this. Okay, the origami is going to look like this. Do the same thing here. Okay, so the model is going to look like this, right? Now we're going to make the head. And this part is going to be a little bit confusing, so pay close attention. So, first of all, you have to spread here this part, like this. And you're going to make a sequence of folds at the same time. So, you must make, okay, you have this cross here in the middle, right? This paper is going to get really bad now. Okay, so you're going to make a mountain fold along this line and this line. Okay, so it's just like this. You have a mountain fold along this line and it's going to go in this direction here. The same thing here. A mountain fold here. And in the middle you have this valley fold. It's going to go to this direction and this direction. Okay, and you still have this and this. Okay. So let's just make these two folds for now. A mountain fold and a valley fold. Mountain fold, valley fold. Okay. Then you just fold here everything in the middle, like this. Okay, now we're going to do this. It's the same thing but in other direction. So you have this mountain fold, you're going to make a mountain fold along this line, this line, this line. And the same thing here. So a mountain fold along this line. Just like this. Mountain fold. Okay. And then in the middle you have one valley fold. Okay. So the same thing here. And then you just squash here the paper. The model will look like this. Okay, now just open here this middle flap. And well, for now it's just like this. The head's going to look like this. Okay, so the model is going to look like this, right? So fold here all these layers down. Okay. Now you're going to, let me see here. Okay, turn the model over and fold here this and this layer up. Like this. Turn the model over. Okay. Now you have to make a valley fold along this first line, a mountain fold along the second line, and a valley fold along this third line. So fold like this. This part, well, this paper is not going to help me. But something like this. This paper is getting a little bit too thick now. Okay, so like this. Do the same thing here. Okay, and the model is going to look like this. Now you have to fold everything in half. Okay, first of all, fold here this layer like this. Okay, so this is going to be the head, and fold everything in half. Like this, right? So now you just have to reverse fold here you have this trapped layer, right? You have to reverse fold this layer along this line here. It's a zigzag. Okay. Just have to reverse along this line here. So basically every valley fold is going to become a mountain fold. Okay, this valley fold is going to become a mountain fold, and the next line here was a valley fold. Was a mountain fold. It's going to become a valley fold. Okay, and keep doing this. Every valley fold becomes a mountain fold, and a mountain fold becomes a valley fold. So like this. Okay. Do the same thing. Okay, so the model is going to look like this now. Okay, so the hind legs here, you're going just to pull here, like this. Okay. And here. Right, and the wings, you have to pull here a little bit the wings, so it's going to go upward. Okay, not so much, like this. So pull here. But, well, the paper is getting a little bit too thick now, so it's getting hard to show you how to make the model. So I'm going to change the paper now. So now let's make the details. First, let's make the front legs. It's going to be like this. Let me zoom in here. Okay. So, you're going to make a fold, a reverse fold here in each layer. Okay. Right. Now make another reverse fold along this line here. And one last reverse fold along this line here. So, do the same thing here, and also here, and in the hind legs. So, just keep doing this. Okay, so now we have something like this, right? So in the front legs, you're going to finish like this. You have to fold here and have like this. Okay. Then you fold a small part here to the front. Okay, it's getting a little bit hard. It's like this. Right? Just spread here the claws. Okay. So just do something like this. You can add some more details like curves here in the claws. So this part is up to you, but basically it's just like this. Do the same thing here, so fold here like this, and you just fold some part to the front and spread the claws. Okay. Now the hind legs, you're going to pull here a little bit, like this. Fold like this, okay? Then you're going to fold this part. Half. Okay, this last fold here was just to lock the first fold, okay, to make it hold the shape. Then you're going to spread the claws and fold it to the front. Okay, so basically it's just like this. Of course, you have to be careful and fold each part to make it get the right shape, but it's just like this. Basically, this is the fold. Okay. Now let's make the tail part. The tail part is going to be really easy. You just have to fold like this. You have this part here. Just fold, making this line here go up to the top line. Okay. So, just like this. Do the same thing along all the tail on both sides. So, the tail is going to look like this, right? Now you have to open here in the middle layer, okay, and fold like this. Okay, fold here and fold back just a little bit, just like this. Keep doing this. Okay. This fold here is just to help you to make the origami have some curves. They'll have more curves, right? So after you do this, fold everything in half. Okay, just like this. Okay, and then you're going to fold here the side just to lock this fold. Okay. So just like this, you have to make a fold, some folds like this. Okay, so as you can see, the tail is already going to have a small curve. So you just have to do the same thing here to this side and keep adjusting here to make it hold this shape. So something like this. You have to fold more carefully. I did fold a little bit too fast, so fold carefully to make it get a better effect. Okay. Now the wings. The wings are going to be easy. You just have to make 3 folds in V, like this. Okay, you have to make a mountain fold and a valley fold real close to each other. Okay, do three folds like this. And that's it. The wing is going to look like this. Now let's make the head. So the tail is going to look like this, right? Now you have to open here in the middle layer, okay, and fold like this. Okay, fold here and fold back just a little bit, just like this. Keep doing this. Okay. This fold here is just to help you to make the origami have some curves. They'll have more curves, right? So after you do this, fold everything in half. Okay, just like this. Okay, and then you're going to fold here the side just to lock this fold. Okay. So just like this, you have to make a fold, some folds like this. Okay, so as you can see, the tail is already going to have a small curve. So you just have to do the same thing here to this side and keep adjusting here to make it hold this shape. So something like this. You have to fold more carefully. I did fold a little bit too fast, so fold carefully to make it get a better effect. Okay, now the wings. The wings are going to be easy. You just have to make 3 folds in V, like this. Okay, you have to make a mountain fold and a valley fold really close to each other. Okay, do 3 folds like this. And that's it. The wing is going to look like this. Now let's make the head. In the head you have something like this, right? Okay. Just have to. So you have this. This part is going to be the head. So first of all, open here this flap. This, and you're going to fold here like the tsuru base, okay, the bird base, just like this. this. Fold this flap here up like this. So now do the same thing here to this flap. Okay, now you're going to make a fold like this. You have to fold this flap here a little bit more than up to this line here. Okay, fold the small part up like this. Now let me just zoom in a little bit more. You have to make a fold from this point here to about this point here. I'll just show you, it's better. So about this much here. Okay? I don't know if you could understand, but it's just like this. And then you fold a small part back. Like this. So just to understand, this is going to become the eye of the dragon here. Okay. So do the same thing to the other side. Okay, so as you can see, you just have to fold here, this flap down, and you have the eyes of the dragon, right? So now you have to fold here. Open this flap a little bit. So you're going to make a mountain fold from this point here up to this point here. So you just have to fold like this. And as you can see, you're going to insert this flap into this pocket here. Really easy, just like this. Okay, do the same thing here. And do the same thing. Okay, now this part here, you're going to fold this flap and this flap the same way, okay, inside this pocket here. Right? So keep doing this. And as you can see, it's not hard. This part here is easy. Now the horns, well, you have to make a fold like this, like you made in the tail you have to fold one layer like this. Okay, do the same thing here. Well, actually in this part here you're going to fold everything like you did in the tail. So just like this, fold. So okay. Now you have this middle layer here, right? Just fold this layer inside this pocket here, like this. Now you have to make small folds like this. Just fold everything down, okay, and fold everything up like this. Do it 3 times. Okay, make a zigzag 3 times like this. Then you fold everything in half. After you fold everything in half, you just pull here to make this curve effect. And that's it. The horn is going to look like this. So, well, everything is going to be folded in half, right? So you just have to pull here the head a little bit, like this, and fold here the ear in half. Okay, now the mouth you're going to fold, let me see, the mouth you're going to open it a little bit. Okay. Like this. And then you close a small amount. Right? And fold a small part here on the top part of the mouth. Okay, so the origami is going to look like this. Well, it's basically ready. We just have to add some curves here to the origami. Okay, here. Do the same thing as you did in the tail, so 2 consecutive folds like this. That's going to help you to add a curve here. It's going to make to give some effect to the origami, making it more realistic. So that's it. Just keep doing the details. And I hope you could understand everything. This origami was a little bit hard to explain because it's version 1.0, so it's the first time I'm making this origami. I mean, it's the second time I'm making this origami, but the first time I'm teaching. So, well, anyway, I hope you could understand. And thanks for watching this video. See you, bye bye.